Hello and welcome to the channel. So today I'm reacting to 11 scary videos filmed in a basement. And yeah, God, why is it always raining here? Anyway, I don't live in Night City, I swear. But yeah, so I just decided, you know what? Let's watch something spooky. I always like watching those, and yeah, so today the channel I'm watching is Chills. Again, he's the guy that goes, number 15. The last thing you want on your Burger King burger is foot lettuce. Anyway. Hold on. Let me get the video ready. Cut the music. Anyway, let me get it ready. All right. There we go. That's better. But anyway, be sure to go check Chills out and yeah. Anyway, let's play.
Number 11.
Number
After spending
11.
a day at the pool with some friends, a YouTuber named Austin Grash decides to explore his girlfriend's creepy basement for fun. They soon discover.
Bro, why would... If you know the basement's creepy, why would you explore it for fun? Am I right? Oh, you're doing dumb horror movie character shit, dude. Like, for real. Anyway, let's continue.
Her basement area has many secret areas that have gone untouched for quite some time.
Wait. So there's secret areas no one in that house has been to? Okay, yeah, this is a horror movie plot. Fuck that. I'd just be like, if I were there, I would have been like, oh, like, zoink, Scoob, maybe we should turn back. And then I turn back. And yes, I'd be talking like Shaggy. I do the Shaggy voice. My bad Shaggy voice. It sounds like Shaggy in my head, but I know on recording it sounds not as good. But, you know. Oh, like, let's go get a sandwich or something. Like, an oversized sandwich, Scoob. No, I'm gonna go in the basement. Why do I keep calling you Scoob? Anyway.
And look to the right, and there's a whole door over there.
Listen, that's not concrete. That's hollow.
A series of hidden passageways leads them deeper and deeper.
So there was a hidden
until
sword?
they come across
I mean,
a final
door?
creepy red door. At this point, they can't shake the feeling that someone has definitely been down here before. Perhaps even very recently. Just with
Okay, if you have that weird feeling, obviously, let's see, you find a random weird door that probably hasn't... There's probably some homeless guy living in there, that house. Like, it's probably not paranormal shit, but it's probably a weirdo living in your guys' house. Could be a homeless guy, could be a drug addict that's just been in there the whole time you guys have lived there, so come back with a weapon. Or at the very least, both of you get your blunt weapons ready, like a bat or something, because you need to do as much DPS as you can on him. I'm gonna assume, since that's your girlfriend, you're gonna be the tank in the party, so I hope your girlfriend can do good DPS with a bat or something. Just saying. Or you get more party members to join, and then you come back to the red door, because you're gonna have to prepare for a boss fight. Because, you know, homeless crackheads, like, at boss level, stats. Like, he's a sub-boss, like a little mini-boss. I mean, at least you're not fighting, like, the demon lord boss called Florida Man. Florida Man is overpowered, my dude. You need a full party for that raid. But for, like, Crackhead, yeah, I mean, a full party will help. Just make sure you have a good healer nearby. But, you know.
when they're talking about what could have possibly taken place down here.
Oh, wait, it was a red door. Red door, okay. You better be ready for something Florida Man level of boss.
They see a bad sign.
I want to know why there's chains right there.
Where?
Okay, don't fuck with the chains. Just leave. Leave. It's a boss at Florida Man's level. Like, well, I don't know which is stronger, Florida Man or serial killer. Because the chains, you don't know what they use the chains. Florida Man uses chains also, but not in the same way. I guess it depends on what build you have when facing either boss. Because listen, you're not gonna lie, they're both like Dark Souls boss. So I don't know if you're gonna face Florida Man or fucking serial killer. I don't know. You gotta be at a high level to
If these
face either of
chains
them.
weren't
So
used to shackle somebody in place,
just
then
saying.
please tell me what they could have been for instead, because honestly, that's the only explanation I have. Eventually, one of them bravely kicks open the mysterious red door to reveal an empty room. There is a cellar door that none of them can pry open, so they give up and head back to the surface.
Okay, guys. Upon opening that red door, you've unleashed what's inside. You've unleashed Ohio Man. Which he's not quite at Florida Man level, but Ohio Man could like open up portals and a lot of demons come pouring out, so you're gonna be dealing with that and Ohio Man. But I'd rather take that on than Florida Man, and yeah.
Exactly what is in there is anyone's
Or Waffle
guess.
House.
For all we know,
The Waffle
maybe
House boss
somebody
fight.
below ground was holding on to the other side.
I mean, it's an extra boss fight. You could like Waffle House boss fight's an optional boss fight, but okay, I'll stop with the joke now. Yeah. I wouldn't fuck with whatever. If you haven't explored the basement, I would not have fucked with like that red door or whatever. Like, what the fuck are those chains for? And then there's just an empty room. You know what that speaks to me? That just speaks to me as, oh yeah, a real freak lived there and locked people up in that empty room. But you know, yeah, I'd rather not fuck with that.
Number 10. YouTuber David DeFranco dramatically descends the stairs
David
into
DeFranco,
his dingy cement brick
name sounds familiar.
basement, saying after 4 years of wondering what's in that room, it's time. With a cat as his bodyguard, David notes that it's 10.
See, he at least has a party member. The cat can do some DPS to the boss. Okay, sorry, I said I was gonna stop the joke. I just wanted to make a joke, okay?
49 p.m. Not sure why you choose to explore a hidden room at night, but David's got grit. He knows that he's always wondered what's in this hidden room, and that his cat has explored it several times and seen some serious stuff, so David is curious and nervous. It's probably nothing, but you can't help but wonder, he says, using his night vision camera. He moves the piece of plywood, blocking the hole in the wall, out of the way, and he enters. He calls the place creepy before asking hello to no one in particular. It looks like another crawl space, but there are some intriguing bits and pieces inside. An old bottle, newspaper, dripping pipes, small plastic containers, comics from the Philadelphia Inquirer date back to April 1st, 2001. So someone has been down in the crawl space not too long ago. David recalls hearing noises coming from the crawl space. While David didn't discover anything epic beneath his home, he did.
Okay, it's probably nothing really under here. At most, you'd probably have a creepy feeling, but I'm pretty sure there's nothing down there.
At least explore it before moving out. Number.
Okay, yeah, that wasn't creepy. It was just an empty little thing. So that guy was moving out. Huh. But yeah, nothing spooky about what we just saw. At least it's just a regular support room. At most, at night, I would feel creeped out by myself, but that's only because it would be pitch black in that room. But, who knows why it was blocked off, though. Maybe they did it, like, they didn't.
Number 9.
I was gonna say lock someone in there, but no.
There seems to be many surprises for new renters or homeowners in these clips. YouTuber Dempsey7 also recently moved into this apartment. He said he rented the place without viewing it because it looked nice.
Okay, why would you do that? Rent it without... Okay, so the house I currently live in, I live in it with family, and we always at least go visit the house, and then, well, when we do look for houses, and if we have to look online, we always, like, if there's an open house, we go there, or if we get accepted to, like, rent a house, we at least have a look around it. And yeah, so we just need to know what kind of neighborhood we're in, what kind of what does the house look okay? Is it fine? Is it falling apart? Because we lived in houses that were overpriced pieces of crap that were falling apart. And not only that, like, one house I lived in, it was like a duplex. There were like multiple people living in parts of the property. Like, there was two back houses and a front house that we had to share our yards with. Once there was a couple that was a crackhead. There were people who don't speak English in the other house, and then there was me and my family, and I was a kid at that time. Yeah, and, like, you got to make sure, like, are your neighbors like sus? Or is there something off about them? That being said, that duplex had like crackheads. We found out. I mean, I just remember only one of them really gave us issues, and it was this crazy crackhead chick, and she would vandalize her husband's car and shit. It's a whole thing. I'd rather not. I'm getting PTSD remembering the constant yelling and police stopping by. I don't know. Never live with crackheads or near crackheads. It'll always end bad.
Nice, and the rent was low, but when he got there, he realized why it was so cheap. There are really high ceilings, like a 19th century monastery in the middle of England, he said. He then takes viewers on a tour through the apartment. There are mirrors all over. All of this is nothing compared to what he found just outside the bathroom.
Okay, I remember hearing it's bad to have two mirrors facing each other because that's called a portal that invites like spirits and stuff. If you believe in that paranormal stuff. I believe in some paranormal things, but the mirror thing, I don't think much of it. But for some reason, I get creepy feelings from that. But, you know. Anyway. I sorry, I brought that up because all the mirrors in that room that dude showed. So, yeah.
Carved into the floorboards, you can clearly see a hatch in the floor, kitted out with a handle. Dempsey7 says he figured it was a bit of underground storage. He lifts the lid up, and it does appear to be a storage space. That is until you look beyond the surface and see that the space expands below pretty deeply. Dempsey7 guides viewers down stone stairs that lead into what he calls a dungeon.
Oh, God. So whoever made this place had a sex dungeon. Fuck. You're gonna see some messed up shit down there, boy. You're gonna learn today. You're gonna learn today. Like, Jesus Christ, what do you think is even in a sex dungeon? Is it... You just find a bunch of lube in there or something? You find a weird shit? Or, I don't know. What would be in a sex dungeon? FYI, I'm kidding. It's probably just a regular dungeon. Still gonna see fucked up shit, probably.
Ahead, lots of stones and discarded brick and wiring. There is a room to the right, directly below Dempsey7's apartment. On the wall is graffiti that reads, CCFC OK, judging from the flooring. Dempsey7 believes it used to be a burial ground.
Okay, time to move. Listen, if this was a burial ground, ugh. I mean, well, again, if you believe in like paranormal stuff, I do, because I have a story about when I saw an apparition as a kid, and ever since I saw that, That's the only reason why I believe in like paranormal stuff like that. But yeah, hauntings and whatnot. Also, I've had a bunch of weird paranormal shit happen to me. I've told stories on some of my video reactions about that, but it's only on the videos about like me reacting to creepy videos. But yeah, as a kid I actually saw a ghost, and I don't know if anyone would actually want to hear that story, but maybe one day. One day. Anyway, continuing.
Heads down the
Why the fuck would you
corridor.
live?
Most of the dungeon is piled with rubbish, dirt, and old brick. He finds a newspaper dating back to 1984. He finds what looks like an old front door. Did someone used to live here? Or perhaps the house was built over an older existing foundation?
You know, I kind of don't get that. Like, why the fuck would you build over a burial ground? Again, regardless if you believe in paranormal shit or not, isn't that's where someone buried their families, or many people buried their families. Why the fuck would you want to build over that? I mean, sure, there's the thing where people said, "Oh yeah, we'll move the bodies," but then they usually end up not. Like, I recall, sometimes they usually move like the graves and the bodies and whatnot, but then they also sometimes just don't because some stupid rich motherfucker buys the land that like a graveyard was built on, and he's like, "Oh, I'm gonna pay lots of money," and then like the person in charge of like the graveyard says, "Oh no, I'm not selling it. I said I'm gonna buy your land," and then like they end up having, I forgot. I just remember there was a story about a guy. What's this, a video game company? I forgot what the story was, but basically some guy wanted to buy. Oh wait, yeah. This story is completely different. It's just a story of a guy that wanted to buy an indie video game. I forgot. It was like a bigger AAA company or something. Well, bigger than them, and they wanted to buy their video game, their team, and their video game. That the indie game got popular, and they said, "Oh no, we don't want to work for you." Then they're all, "I said I want to buy you," and then they refuse, and then the guy just kept like, he bought the building that their company was in, because they were in like a small like, they had their like own rooms. It was part of a huge building, and then like that the AAA company, I think, bought the property and raised specifically their rent because they refused to let them buy them, and then basically they ended up leaving that, having to move out of that office, and yeah. What was I talking about again? Oh yeah. Why the fuck? It's usually some rich asshole that wants to build over a graveyard. Does not give a shit to respect the dead, or at the very least, they'll buy the land, and they're all, "Okay, we're gonna move the grave somewhere else, okay?" And then like that's fine usually, but people usually don't want their loved ones' graves to be moved. But yeah, it's like the Indian burial grounds that got built over. Like, that's kind of fucked up.
Whatever the
Sorry
case,
for rambling.
a dungeon is one secret room I wouldn't want to find in my new home.
Yeah.
Number 8.
There's something over here. Moving around.
Oh,
this
God,
was the moment when a YouTuber named Mixed Breed Entertainment gasped in surprise.
That's what I did when I saw ghosts as a kid. Like, Jesus Christ. What I will tell you about that encounter is, okay, here's the short version. I woke up in the middle of the night not knowing. I looked around my room because I sat up when I woke up. I looked around my room, confused. I'm all, because I shared a room with family, and then And then I saw the family member I shared the room with was still asleep because their bed was on the other side of the room. They weren't awake. I thought they might have woke me up, but that didn't happen. And then I look in the doorway. I see a bluish glowing figure. Like, I could describe it. They had a coat and a hat, and they look like from a different time period. And then it scared the ever living shit out of me. I gasped, and my jaw like hit the floor because, oh god, what the fuck am I looking at? And then it was looking down the hall, FYI, and then it disappeared when it turned and looked at me. And that's the short version of the story, and that's all I'll tell. And yeah, that's why I believe in paranormal shit. FYI, it wasn't sleep paralysis. I was moving until I saw the thing. Because I know some people kept trying to say, like, oh, you were probably experiencing sleep paralysis, except for the fact that I was moving before I saw the thing standing in my doorway. Like, I was moving my head. Not only that, I sat up. And it wasn't until I looked and saw the thing in the doorway looking down the hall, and then it looked at me before disappearing. Like, basically, it was all, oh, there's something down this hall, motherfucker. Like it was standing guard at my doorway. And then when it turned to me and saw I looked scared, it disappeared. And I was shocked there. Okay, yeah, there. That's the quick version of the story. Maybe I'd go in more into detail another time, but yeah, that's that story.
And turned around because he thinks that he felt the presence of a ghost so near. That's not enough evidence to prove this basement is haunted. But what happened?
I had something like that happen with a stuffed animal. Well, it didn't move, but well, it was like this dog thing, this little dog toy that belonged to my brother. It was like a stuffed animal, and it could normally bark, but the last time I saw it, it had no batteries. Like, the batteries got taken out. I was a kid. This was in that house I mentioned I lived in, where the basement had like the creepy whispers I would always hear calling me a bastard and telling me to die and calling my name. God, that just reminds me of the scene from Cyberpunk. It's too late for me, dog. The Reaper's already calling my name. I forgot what he says. It's when Maine dies in Cyberpunk Edge Runners. I love Cyberpunk. But yeah, like, basically it was this toy dog that it was like a stuffed animal, but had like stuff like you could put batteries in it and it would bark, like its mouth would open and then you would hear a barking noise, like it's like a barking dog basically. But the batteries were removed, and I remember seeing it sitting on a couch we had in the basement. Keep in mind, again, this basement was big, and there were also two rooms in the basement area, which were like my older siblings' rooms. And sometimes they leave stuff in the basement part outside of their rooms. And when I saw the on the couch, because I know one of my older brothers would leave like stuffed animals on there, like old stuffed animals from their childhood. Like, I saw the little dog toy thing. It again, what it looked like was it looked like a regular stuffed animal, but inside there was like electronic parts, so it could move its mouth and make the barking noises. So yeah, it had no batteries in it. I just remember I picked it up. I'm all, huh, I haven't seen this in a while. I forgot how old I was. It was like I was like 8 or something. I forgot how old I was. I was a child. I was in elementary school. That's all I remember. Yeah. What grade was that? No, it wasn't fifth grade. It was probably fourth grade. I don't know. Third grade. I don't know. Regardless, doesn't matter. Elementary school age. And I haven't seen this in a while. I picked it up, looked at it. Its mouth opened, which, this one, it like creeped me out. I dropped it on the couch and then I ran out back upstairs because it just randomly decided, oh, I'm going to open my mouth and scare the shit out of you. Now, the mouth on that thing usually doesn't, it wouldn't be like, it wasn't like it was loose, so like the mouth wouldn't just drop open like that, but at the same time, this probably isn't, like, maybe it's because all the other creepy stuff that happened in there, I'm all, nope, I ain't having this, I just ran out. But, this one, I think I could dismiss this one as, it's probably just a toy might have done that. Like, it had, the batteries were taken out, but, you know, there's still a possibility the mouth could have just opened, like, dropped open. I don't know. It weirded me out, regardless. But, yeah. I don't know if that one was paranormal, though. That story I just told of the toy, it probably wasn't paranormal. But, you know. It could have just been the toy just opening its mouth like it dropped because it was loose. Sorry, I'm just remembering it. I'm still wondering, was that even anything spooky or was it just that? Anyway, I'm rambling, sorry. Continuing.
What happens next certainly is.
Let me try something real quick. Is there anyone here? What the?
The stuffed animal falls over when a ghost is asked to move an object.
Okay, so like my story with like a toy that I thought might have been interacting with whatever the hell was in that basement, this could also just be the wind, or I don't know. Maybe he placed it a weird way. But you could dismiss this as a wind if there's like a breeze in that room. Or it could just be, I don't know. I mean, it depends on how well it was placed. So it could also be paranormal, I guess, because stuff does get knocked down easily. Like that stuff. Oh god, I hiccup and burped again. Like, why the hell do I do that? I did it again. Okay, I kind of burped a little. I have quiet burps, I noticed. But yeah, that stuffed animal also looks like it could get knocked down easily, so I kind of doubt there's a breeze there, but who knows, maybe the thing just tips over easy. But at the same time, it could also be paranormal, because stuff like that's happened in a lot of claims.
Jacked.
Did the teddy bear just move? What the f is that?
Okay, I missed that.
A ghost orb is caught on camera seemingly coming out of the toy itself.
Oh.
It just got really...
Okay, yeah, that's kind of weird. Okay.
Okay, so the toy could fall and a particle of dust could fly over it, I suppose. But when the same thing happens a second time, coincidences go out the window. Paranormal is what I think this is.
Okay, yeah, so the second so-called orb, I doubt is an orb. I think that's just a dust particle, maybe. That one's just a dust particle. Like, the first one looked less likely, but the second one, yes, and then, yeah, it moves a second time. Okay, so yeah, that's kind of creepy. Unless someone has, like, a piece of string off camera and is pulling it. Yeah, this is paranormal. Just saying. Could also fake... okay, no one's right there. Never mind.
Sure enough, there's another orb when this happens.
I don't know if that's an orb also.
7. Paranormal Lone Star
I
thinks
played
they spotted some
Phasmophobia.
strange activity while exploring the basement of the old Stanford Inn in Stanford, Texas. Down here is where an entity named Ernest is said to haunt. First, they find his saw.
Look, somebody had a saw right there.
Oh, wow. That's
the
creepy.
rest. That's the rest
Saw.
on
Then they find
What's with the music?
Ernest, or so it seems.
Not liking this dirt.
Be good.
The saw is no doubt real because there is still a nail where it used to hang on the wall. But as for Ernest, the ghost sighting, I'm not so sure. You can hear the paranormal investigators in the room, so it wasn't them. but it could have been a third person dressed in black pretending to be a real ghost caught on camera.
Yeah, I don't know about this one.
Number 6.
Because sometimes people will just, like, make a video like this to get views and whatnot. I will never understand the whole point of internet clout because it's not even that great to have. But whatever. But anyway, yeah, because sometimes people will just film, like, ghost shit in areas because the area looks creepy. When you think about it. Because, you know, oh, this place look like I would be good for a horror movie. I better make, like, a fake video of it having a ghost or something.
And there is literally sounds coming in my basement right now, and it's freaking me out. Kids are upstairs asleep, and I'm gonna go down and check right now. This is freaky right now.
Listen, you don't have to go to the basement. Just do what I would do. I'd grab the phone and call the Ghostbusters, because we clearly need their help. Oh wait, they're retired? I guess there's the new Ghostbusters. Have you seen the newer movie? Something strange. I mean, the original Ghostbusters mentored the new Ghostbusters, so you'll be fine. And no, I'm not talking about the shitty reboot that they tried to make. Like, my god, why? Why did that exist? And it had such unfunny jokes. For those who know what Ghostbusters reboot attempt I'm talking about, it's the one before the Ghostbusters movies that have the kid from Stranger Things in it. The one before that. Yeah. For those who know, you know. I just remember everyone hated that movie and it was shit. Way too many queefing jokes. I don't find fart jokes funny, so...
Because I rarely go in my basement. It's an unfinished basement.
A YouTuber named An Everyday Canadian has been afraid of his basement.
Canada. Okay, Canada. Don't go in that basement because what you got there is a Wendigo. I'm sorry, I just wanted to reference the Wendigo. The Wendigo's a Canadian urban legend, I recall.
Ever since he recorded an incident that he cannot explain.
Also, I know what happens in Until Dawn. This plays in Canada.
Oh, what the is that sound?
Fear grips his throat, but he knows what he must do. He'll never...
Yeah, go back upstairs, lock the door, and don't fuck with whatever's down here. Don't fuck with it. It clearly is trying to lure you down there. Just don't fuck with it. Sure, it'll get on your nerves. The more you ignore it, the more it'll probably give up, or it'll get pissed off. I don't know. Actually, in this point, I don't know what you would do. I would just not go down there because it's clearly trying to lure you down there.
Never know what's causing the scary noises if his only reaction is to stand in the doorway. He knows he will be going down the stairs into the basement where a scary thing is waiting to be found.
You don't.
Like, I don't even want to go down there.
Don't. No one's forcing you.
It's dark. Hold on, guys. Let me just get my light on here quick.
Why would she not bring a flashlight? You know it's dark down there.
This
I mean,
is freaking me out.
It's also the phone lights.
He thought the only thing scarier than going down there would be not knowing what it was. He was wrong.
I hate basements. My laundry machine just stopped. It's just me in the basement.
Why are you going down there?
What the was that? What the?
Sometimes the source of a weird
I would have
noise in
kicked
your
that and then
house
ran.
is scarier than you can imagine. Sometimes going down in your basement results in witnessing paranormal activity that you wish you could erase from your camera and from your mind. And sometimes it's a toy on a string.
See, it was clearly trying to lure him in there just to fuck with him. And then, now that you acknowledge it, it'll probably get worse. One of the things you could do is not acknowledge the fucking creepy shit that happens with the paranormal or whatever. That's one thing. Of course, it could go either way. Like, it could get more intense because you angered whatever the hell's trying to get your attention, or I don't know. I don't know.
Number 5. A YouTuber named Tommy Case is in the basement of an abandoned house when his flashlight crosses over someone wearing an all black and white stretched out face mask. Tommy Case runs away, but soon he has to turn his flashlight back on if he ever hopes to find the exit. Instead, he finds...
Fuck that. This ain't paranormal, it's just a fucking weirdo. Like, my dude, why are you wearing that? Why are you wearing the fucking mask? First of all, why are you standing in, like, pitch blackness? Like, that's just fucking creepy. Like, whenever you see, like, a weirdo like that, let's be real, they can't see you either. So the worst thing you could do is make a lot of noise and turn on a fucking light. Unless you got the strap on you. Like, you got your gun, you got your knife, you got something to defend yourself with. By all means, if you think you could take the person, by all means, keep that light on. Just be aware that they might sneak around you. Because at that point, they have the advantage because they know where you're at. But if you kept the light off, like, unless they have, like, night vision goggles or something, they are not gonna see you. Unless they're just really good at seeing in the dark.
Finds the same person again, but this time he manages to escape without looking back. Since the person just stands there and never reaches out for him, I think this is almost definitely a skit, but a well done.
Yeah, I would say they're doing a skit, but if you saw that IRL, and first of all, what the fuck is that guy doing in pitch darkness? Pitch black darkness. He can't see you, you can't see him, so don't... You could try to sneak around to an exit. Of course, you're gonna have to navigate in the darkness. And like I said, unless you have a weapon, don't turn on a light. And if you have a weapon and you think you could take them, turn on the light. But be aware they might try to sneak up on you because they know where you're at, so they have the advantage.
Done one all the same. Number 4.
There's someone down there.
I'm sorry. I remember I saw, like, a TikTok of, like... Okay, so there's this thing going around TikTok that was mimics, basically monsters that mimic your voices. But I saw one funny one where a guy says, "Hey," it's like a British guy, "Hey, I know you're a fucking mimic, but if you want to, like, copy my voice, then fine. But you're gonna have to pay rent." And then the mimic's all, "Fuck you," in the distance. And then the British guy's all, "Oi, fuck you, fuck you." Like, they're just going back and forth going, "Oh, oi, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you." Like the guy starts approaching it where the voice is coming from. He's all, "Fuck you." Like, he ain't even fucking scared of it. He's just annoyed. That's hilarious, actually. This is what this is reminding me of.
I'm literally shaking.
FYI, I don't watch TikTok often because I don't like TikTok that much. But if I see something funny, I'll watch it.
A YouTuber named Andrew Duffy has a paranormal problem in his basement that literally leaves him...
I mean, I also do have a TikTok, but I'm not linking it on my YouTube. Like, the TikTok does link to my YouTube, but yeah. I'm too lazy to put it in the description because I don't really upload on there anymore.
Shaking with fear.
There's someone in here. Let your presence known. Do something now.
Oi, if is anyone in here? You better start paying fucking rent. Fuck you. Fuck you! Oh, sorry. Yeah, dude, just get out of there.
Throughout the entire 10 minutes and 43 seconds of this video without a break, which would take some talent to fake. Here's a good example.
I wish I could do a good, bad British accent. Apologies if that was like the worst accent you've ever heard.
I'm gonna set.
Number 3. Basements are built to house all the evils of the world. This basement is no exception. Published by YouTuber Mr. Vtuber in February of 2012.
Why do they never have lights? You know, most basements, there's a light switch that works. Why do you not turn on the light? If it's one of those rare basements that, oh, the light just sucks, well, shit. I get that, but bring a flashlight or something if you have to go down there.
This frightening basement monster will scare the living daylights out of you. The short clip sees our protagonist heading downstairs into a creepy dark basement.
Okay,
As
they do have a
slowly
flashlight.
searches the space, it appears empty, apart from a few piles of storage items, some bicycles, the usual suspects in a basement. But then suddenly he turns, which is when he is confronted by this. I'm never going down there again, the YouTuber writes. Who can blame him? I don't think I could ever work up the courage to explore that basement.
Okay, I couldn't really make it out.
2.
Looked weird though.
Scary scratching from within the basement should alarm anyone. Some would call for help while others would grab their phone. Not for help, but to make sure whatever's down there is caught on camera. That's what 2 roommates do after one hears noises in a hidden crawl space of their home.
It could have been anything, though.
Nah, I heard. I was scared, man. I heard noises. Go on, move this way.
You're a scary cat, dude. It could have been rats or whatever. What about if we got a whole bunch of rats?
Oh shit! It's a rat! I'm gonna whoop that ass! Gonna whoop that ass!
The one who hasn't heard
That's
the
such
noises
an old
is
meme.
brave. The one who has is scared.
Are you going down there?
Hell nah. Thanks.
There's a light right there, dude. You go down there while I record.
Okay, so yeah, it was that dumbass's idea.
There's no way he's going down into the creepy basement crawl space after hearing eerie sounds, so his roommate volunteers to show him up.
Like, the light right there, the string. It's around here somewhere.
Look at the lights. Can't.
Hold up. I can't reach. Can't reach. I think I gotta step on that chair. There's a chair right here.
He squints in the darkness, and that's when he finds the scariest thing of his life.
Hold on. Oh shit! What's that?
What was that?
1 minute and 27 seconds is when I can barely make out a shadow figure straightening up to greet him. He's screaming and the video ends before...
You ain't so bad now, huh? You're the one that wanted to go down there and start recording. And look what you found! Did you find what you were looking for? Tell me. Was that what you were looking for, you dumbass?
Or we get to see if he escapes from the crawl space. Before it reaches him, the man sees a ghost hiding in his basement according to the title of this video, but I'm not so sure the supernatural is what he's caught on camera.
It could just be a rando weirdo.
Something scary is in his basement crawl space for sure, but think about it.
Can't reach. I think I gotta step on that chair. There's a chair right here.
Why would there be a chair positioned directly under...
Right? It's probably not a ghost. It's probably a fucking creeper. Just a weirdo in there. Like, I don't know. I don't know how else to describe it. Like a crackhead or something. And if it's not a crackhead, you got something fucked in your, yeah.
Under his crawl space entrance, unless somebody has been using it to climb into their home. I don't think this is a ghost haunting the basement.
Of course, you could keep in mind that maybe the guy that lives there put the chair there so he could climb in and out of there because there's stuff that's stored down there. if you think about it, because it could just be the owner's chair, and yeah, and it's not necessarily someone trying to sneak in.
I think this is an insanely scary stranger encounter caught on video.
Yeah,
anyway,
it could
that's
be that.
my analysis. But what do you make of this strange sighting? I've got it checked.
Yeah, it could either be like a creepy person, or that chair actually belongs to the owner and he put the chair there so he could climb down. And again, because they said there's stuff stored down there, but you know,
challenge for you.
Like he
Since
put
you've
stuff
made it
there.
this far, why not like this video and hit subscribe in the next 5 seconds?
I
Because
already
upload
will
4
do
new
that on
scary
my
videos
alts.
every week. If you're curious about what I look like in real life,
I'm
then
not.
go to my Instagram at DylanIsChillinYT and tap that follow button.
Is that why he's
to
called
find
Chills?
out. Number 1. Not every old creepy basement is dark and haunted, but some are.
Yeah.
And this one certainly could be. Going down there gets scarier every time.
Okay. So I'm gonna just complain a little bit about this, because it looks like it's the video quality. I know I complained about the last time I watched one of Chill's videos, because a lot of the videos are shit quality. You know, I feel like this recording could be from like a time where whenever we had smartphones, we had like really decent cameras. And I assume this is definitely like a smartphone recording. Like the phone should be a little better, but at the same time, like I get it. Like it depends on your phone. Like I have like a Samsung phone, and the camera's not super amazing, but it should be better, I feel. Just saying.
Because paranormal activity is always on the rise. The creepy things down here always start with a...
And hold on, let me check. Maybe it's the video quality. No, it's on HD. Yeah, it's at like at the max setting, so it's just this video that's a little bit blurry.
Ghost slamming the door.
Quality looks like ass.
Who's there?
At 41 seconds, he gets his reply in the form of a bizarre twisted figure caught on camera at 41 seconds.
Okay,
a physical
creepy
manifestation of the ghost in the basement, which he so fears. It seems to be bound tight in a cloak, and I can just barely make out 2 white eyes. The ghostly presence.
Okay, yeah, there's something right there. I guess maybe eyes.
This is caught on video, but not
oof.
in real life. And so our timid investigator keeps exploring the haunted place. Not for long, though. His mission will be abandoned shortly. He is about to flee.
I need a board. We. Go there.
Why is the ball moving?
He questions
I want to play basketball, that's why.
aloud what his eyes are seeing. As a ball is caught moving by itself, or more accurately, like a ghost has pushed it. This could easily be done with the pull of a string, but that still doesn't explain the ghost sighting caught on.
I mean, unless you... Well, if you somehow manage to get string on the basketball to move like that... Because... the movement would be different, but at the same time, I don't know. Usually, though... Here's the reason why I don't trust videos with, like, bad quality. Usually, when a fake video is made in shitty quality, the bad quality hides, like, tricks like that, like moving a ball with a string, or, like, to hide some CGI to make... Because they think, oh, if it looks not great quality... it means it looks more realistic. No, it doesn't. That's not what that means. It just means like a lot of old quality videos. Like, sure, it was a video of its time, but in like, I don't know, like whenever we started moving on to smartphones, we had really much better camera quality, and it shouldn't be this blurry. It's like intentionally made blurry to hide like stuff. That's how I feel like with bad quality videos in like today's time. Present.
Earlier.
12 scary videos filmed by Dashcam. Is that a UFO? Anyway, hold on, let me, yeah. Anyway, that was 11 scary videos filmed in basements. Anyway, if you liked the video, like, comment, subscribe, and, you know, sharing also helps the channel grow. You don't have to, though, but please. I'm just messing with you. But, like, it's nice. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video. You all have a good one. I'll catch you all next time. Peace.